I am going to start this video by asking you guys to please stick around till the end because this is actually some really important information regarding Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade and the global side of the game. So I'm going to talk about all the stuff that is coming to the game for the global side, and then towards the end of the video I'm going to talk about the positives and the negatives for everything that we know now that we have pretty much all the information out on the table that we could possibly get, especially after going and talking to the mods on Discord and finding out everything, literally just everything we possibly could about the upcoming banners. Because last night when we found out the information originally, everybody was like, okay, free tickets, 70 free summons, this is actually really hype, and I myself was super excited. I couldn't believe it. And then we found out the other things. All right, so there's goods and there's bads, right? We'll talk about all that, but first I want to start by talking about the in-game notices and the other things that we have coming to the game that we need to pay attention to. The first thing that is going to be important to people is going to be the Jujutsu Kaisen 0 launch memo mission phase 4. That is right, we are entering phase 4. That will be starting tomorrow at the time of recording this, where you will be able to get AP packs, 5 of them for logging in for 5 days, and then additionally for completing different missions and stuff like that, you will be able to get these rewards. So challenging domain investigation a total of 4 times is going to net you 300 cubes. Make sure you guys are challenging domain investigation for 4 times starting on the 13th. And then enhancement quests, if you clear enhancement quests 25 times, you get another 300 cubes. If you consume 1000 AP, you get another 300 cubes there. That is 900 cubes, so you guys want to make sure you guys are doing those things, and that is pretty much all the cubes. Now besides that, you get some other rewards. I'm not going to go too crazy on explaining those, but yeah, there's other rewards, but the main thing we care about right now is cubes, right? So Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade, the Zero event part 4 is coming out with 900 cubes. Once again, make sure you're completing domain investigation, enhancement quest, and consuming 1000 AP. That should be pretty straightforward and easy for most people to do. Now, next up, I want to talk about the new event that is coming out, the Grand Exorcism Battle and the Future Gacha. So, as we already know, with the Future Gacha, we are getting 10 free gacha tickets for this banner. That is a free multi, which is nice. We are also getting 5 AP packs alongside those 10 tickets. This will be given out to everybody starting tomorrow in their gift box. Now, besides that, we have the new event launching, the map event. Grand Exorcism Battle Spiritual Mountain Range Arc 2 is coming. So what a lot of people don't realize, I feel like, and what makes this good that they are giving us the tickets, like this is one kind of positive, is that we are also, I hope I don't eat my words on this, right? But from what I can tell, we are also going to be getting tickets from the event. It should be hopefully 10. It might just be 5. I'm hoping it's 10. It has been 10 in the past. It's also been 5 in the past. I don't know. It just depends. I'm hoping it's 10 tickets. I'm really hoping it's 10 tickets because they're advertising it hard in all the graphic images, right? That is going to be 10 tickets. That is 2 images, and then right here the exchange shop image, the one that really matters, shows you exchanging medals for tickets. Now, I don't think it says explicitly in here anywhere. I scoured it. I looked for it. I wanted to find it, like where it said how many tickets you got. I guess we just don't know until the event comes out, but at the very least we are getting some free tickets, so that is some more free summons that you can put towards this banner right here, which is nice. I do believe these tickets from the event are going to be specific to this banner, and I will say that the tickets they're going to be giving out are specific to this banner as well, so these 10 tickets won't be able to be used on other banners like Hollow Purple Gojo and stuff like that, so just keep that in mind. So with all of that said, now let's get into the positives and negatives for the game. So I'm going to start with the negatives. So the very first negative is that, like I was saying, the tickets that are being given out can only be used on those banners that they're given out for. So that is basically they're giving out 1 free multi per banner that is about to come out. Okay, they can't be used on other banners like Hollow Purple Gojo's banner, Nishimiya's banner, or Yuta's banner, so that's a downside, and a lot of people were upset about that. They say they would rather just have cubes, and I feel that, right? Okay, so I totally get that, and I'm not taking sides. I'm not saying like this is terrible, this is the best. I'm just kind of laying it all out on the table, how people are feeling, just to be clear, okay? So that is one bad thing about the tickets, right? Like they can only be used on that one banner that they come out for, and it is 1 free multi. A free multi is a free multi, right? But you can't use them on Hollow Purple Gojo, Nishimiya, or Yuta. So that is a bad thing. Now, additionally, The next bad thing is that we are not getting just one new banner. We are not getting 2 new banners. We are not getting 3 new banners. We are not getting 4 new banners. We are also not getting 5 new banners. A lot of people think it's 5 banners. The truth is, we are getting 6 more banners this month. This month. It's absolutely crazy. Now, the good news of that, they are all fodder banners. They are not very good banners, so you don't have to spend on them. The other good news is they gave you tickets for them, so you can toss some multis at them, right? And like potentially get a free dupe of a random character or recollection for free. But at the same time, it sucks because it's like, great, they gave us tickets for the crappiest banners in the game. So it's like, it's a double-edged sword, you know, but we'll get more into it. But let me show you really quickly what banners are more than likely coming to the game. So looking at the year-end celebration graphic right here, we have a banner coming on the 13th that is starting tomorrow. We have a banner coming on the 17th, a banner coming on the 20th, a banner coming on the 23rd, a banner coming on the 27th, and a banner coming on the 31st. So yes, each one of these dates is the release date of another banner. That is when you guys can expect the banners to come out. And yes, this right here, December 23rd to January 11th, from my understanding, confirmed by Ponyboy. I mean, it could be, I may understand it wrong what he said, but from what I understand, this is a specific banner that they're releasing for the free gacha. So this will count as a banner. So every single one of these should be a banner, I believe, from my understanding, and the tickets that are released with each banner can only be used on that banner. So like the December 13th banner, we already know which one that is, right? So if we go to the timeline of events and we're looking at January, this was 3 months in for JP, and we're doing it in month, what, 2 now? Oh, man. But in January, right, they had the pickup gacha, I Will Follow You, Nanami-san, which featured these recollections. Well, we are getting that now, and the tickets for that we're getting on the 13th right here can only be used on this banner. So keep that in mind. That does kind of suck a little bit, okay? And then we are getting a new event though, so that's the positive, you know, you get some cubes from that event. And then if you go further down the timeline, right, we've already had this event, we already have Hollow Purple Gojo, so we got to go past that. We go to the next month, we go to February, and in February we do see Powerful Enemy Battle versus Esso and Kichusi. I can't say it, man, I can never say it. You guys know what I mean though. I don't know if we'll get to see this come out. I will tell you the assets are already in the global side of the game for it, so I think there's a very good chance we see this event, which could be actually very hype. This is good content right here. And then we are definitely already, I know for sure we are going to see this pickup gacha for Eternal Bond. It has been confirmed by Xanon that we're going to have a banner with non-standard, so like this is the banner that is coming, probably most likely, if I had to put it on a date, probably on the 17th. I imagine that is the banner we get, right? So very skippable banners, right? And this one actually isn't bad if they're giving us a free multi for that, because you have a chance to get non-standard or this recollection right here. Both of them be very good. This one's for physical characters, this one's for jujutsu characters. Both recollections insanely useful, and some of the best summonable recollections in the game, right? So I don't think it's terrible that they're giving us a free multi on that. That's actually big for a lot of free-to-play people for this particular banner if they do actually get non-standard. So that's not the worst use of the tickets right there on December 17th. Now, as for the December 20th banner, what do I think it could be? I genuinely think there's a possibility that this ends up being Kamo. I don't know for sure. Past the first 2 banners, right? Past the first 2 dates, December 20th onwards, this is kind of hearsay. But I genuinely think this has a good chance of being Kamo. That's my opinion. Okay, let me know what you guys think. And then going on to the next date, December 23rd to January 11th, I don't think this is going to be a banner that's in here at all. I don't think there's really a banner in here for this, so I think it's going to be like some sort of banner that Global potentially cooks up, and the question is are they going to cook it up with Megumi and Junpei on it, or are they going to cook it up with just, you know, the random general pools that nobody really wants? I don't know. We'll have to see what actually ends up on this banner, or if it is a banner in and of itself. I believe it's going to be its own thing from my understanding, but we'll just have to see what ends up happening on December 23rd. When this could potentially be the most hype banner of them all though. We'll just have to see what ends up happening right there. Then on the 27th, more than likely, it's going to be the Nobara banner. Red Nobara is most likely going to come out. That's assuming they're following the JP timeline. They may not follow the JP timeline. Who knows what the heck they do? They could come out with Nanami. Nanami would make a lot of sense. I've been saying this for a while because he is kind of hype around the holidays, and he would be good for Illusory Tower. But from what we're hearing from Xanon and everyone else is that they've gotten rid of all the hype characters for the holidays, and they're not going to necessarily run them. But then I saw a conflicting message from Golden Pony Boy at one point who said you might be surprised. So I don't know. It's kind of conflicting stuff, you know. I'm just going based off hearsay, telling you what I know. So, but we should be getting another story event here for Whom Does the Heart Cry. I pray they better not release the banner without the story event. I'll be really annoyed if that's the case. So that is more cubes. And once again, you are not compelled to summon on any of these banners. You guys can save the cube. So that's potentially three events, really. So we got a story event here, right? We have the, well, I guess we could have Kamo's event too. So that's 2 events, right? We have Kamo's event, then we have Powerful Enemy, 3 events, and then we go back and we have the event that's coming to the game right now, right? We have the map event, so 4 events. 4 events potentially to save up cubes before the hidden inventory characters come out in January/February. Whenever those do come out, that's actually not bad. That's good to be able to get those cubes. Now, does that help you right now on Yuta and Hollow Purple Gojo? I mean, yes, if you're going to waste those cubes, well, not waste, but use those cubes to summon for them right now, it helps you. But in the long term, probably no. Because most people want to save for the hidden inventory characters, so they're not going to be going in and wasting these cubes. They're going to start saving these cubes. So no, it doesn't solve the problem of the current banners having not had enough cubes, but it does solve the problem of future banners having had enough cubes, if that makes sense. And then going on to the next month, March. This is, mind you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months into JP, and once again, we're on month 2. But we'll also be getting probably this month. Additionally, there's a small chance for Hanami. I mean, that event would be sick if that came out as well. If we got 2 powerful enemy battles, that'd make me so happy. I sincerely doubt they rerun this twice in a month, right? We're getting this gacha right now, so that means the next gacha that's about to come out is probably going to be the pickup gacha sword option, where we have Mechamaru, and this is more than likely going to be that 6th banner that is going to release on December 31st. That would be my guess. We'll have to see what they actually end up doing. They could switch up the order of any of these characters once again. This could be Nanami. I don't know what they'll do. We'll have to see. But the map event here, Great Sorcerer Battle Dead Mall Edition 1, is likely to come out as well. So really a bunch of potential for a bunch of different events. And what's going to annoy me is if we get any of these banners without their events. Like that's a problem. Okay, I better not see any banners without their events coming out. I'm also going to be a little bit sad if we skip the powerful enemy battles. I don't think we will. I'm hoping they will come out. I just don't know how soon. Hopefully this month, at least one of them. If we get both this month, that's a big dub. But if we get at least one of them, I'll be happy with at least one of them. But this is also another opportunity for people to get cubes. So a ton of opportunities for people to get cubes. I will say that kind of solves the problem of people being able to at least save up to the pity point for the hidden inventory characters. So that does help some free to play and light spenders. So I do think in general that is a fairly okay thing. But let's talk about the rest of the negatives and the rest of the positives, and let me lay them out for you guys. So I'm going to get the negatives out of the way first because I would like to end the video on a positive note. But of course, you guys let me know how you're feeling down in the comments. So the devs refuse to admit fault is a giant sticking point for me that has really annoyed me. They're even calling this a celebration. Like all you have to do is say, hey, we were wrong. We're sorry. And then say, here's a celebration to make up for it. But nah, they sugarcoat it. They won't admit it. They don't somebody said, it's the intent behind it. They're trying to do better. Instead of, going for peak season, releasing a really hyped character in December, which is peak season for gacha games, and trying to make money, instead they're trying to show hey, they're sorry, they're going to release these fodder banners to give people breathing room so that they can save up for the hidden inventory characters, right? That's the intent behind what they've done here, supposedly. And even though they're giving us tickets for crappy banners, it's still a gesture of free summons, is the idea. But I mean, I don't know. There's goods and bads to that, right? So just keep that in mind. But my biggest problem is the devs refuse to admit fault at all. That's all we need. That's all we need. When 95% of your player base is upset, like, you did something wrong. Just straight up, okay? Also, another big problem I have with, you know, the fact that we're about to have how many banners? Hold on, let me pull this up. We gotta look. So this one has 14 days left, 4 days. I guess these two will go away. Okay, so let's say those two go away. We have 12 days on these. Like, we're gonna have how many banners running out of time? Like 7 to 8, 9, anywhere between like 6 to 9 banners running out of time with all these new banners releasing on those days. That's absolutely freaking crazy. That's still like, you know, so it's kind of like they're pulling back and they're like, we're sorry, we're going to give you these tickets, but at the same time, screw you, here's a bunch of banners. But at the same time, you got to keep in mind, like, they're bad banners. They're banners that don't matter. They're banners that you probably wouldn't summon on anyways. So it's like, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to say. There's goods and bads. I'm conflicted. You know, you ever seen Avatar, the boulder? The boulder is conflicted. That's how I feel right now. Anyways, so not having pity transfer though for the banners is really a big problem. Like, I think pity transfer should have been there since day one. I don't think it's a hard thing to put into the game. Granted, it only came of like 2-3 months ago now for JP. So JP didn't have pity transfer until very recently, but it's not a hard thing to have in the game. And the problem is when you're pushing out banners this quickly, it is really a feature you should have when you're going to screw over the timeline that much for the global players. You got to compensate them a little bit. And if that is pity transfer, I mean, it should be in the game. So people should be able to transfer their pity. And you know why pity transfer would also be helpful? Because with the tickets that we're getting, if somebody does, mind you that let me go back to the announcement again really quickly and show you, mind you that this event right here is probably going to give you anywhere between 5 to 10 tickets, hopefully 10, and then they're giving you 10 free tickets for this banner as well. That is 20 free tickets. That is 2 multis for free on this banner, and that is going to give you 20 exchange points. And then you can go and exchange the 20 exchange points and put them onto your pity card, as JP calls it. And you can take that pity card with you into the hidden inventory summons later, and you have less summons to do to get to pity. So pity transfer would have been massive to release right now, and it would have actually helped the tickets not feel so hollow, right? Like, a lot of people feel like the tickets are just an empty gesture. I feel like that would have helped out a lot personally, in my opinion, but you know, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And then last but not least, this is kind of my own gripe, okay, but something I would have liked to see, and something that I've seen many gacha games do this, and they just underutilize it. They always have a place to put codes, and they'll do codes at the launch of the game, and then they just stop, and there's no more codes. If you want to like reward your players, especially during Christmas time, just in general, without even an apology, like, give some codes out, give some free cubes, even if it's a couple of cubes every here and there. Do the 12 days of Christmas, you know, as if you don't want to do an apology, do another celebration, 12 days of Christmas, give out codes with cubes. Like, that would be honestly so sick to see. But yeah, no new codes from what I know. I asked Sanon, like, are there going to be any new codes? And as of right now, he said there is nothing he knew of codes. So L on that, I guess. No new codes coming, just an underutilized future. Something I would have liked to see in the game. But hey, it's okay. If you guys would like to see codes, you know, let me know down in the comments if that's a good or a bad idea, or if you really don't care. But moving on to the positives, because I did want to end the video on the positives. A lot of negatives throughout the video, okay? That's just the way the state of the game is. Okay, so free summons are a good thing. They are free summons at the end of the day. I always have to say this. They are free chances to get characters or recollections that you might be missing, or dupes for characters or recollections that you want to dupe, including especially non-standard as a recollection. That is actually one very good thing that is coming up on these banners, and even though it might not be featured on every single banner, it is still most likely, from my understanding, going to be there on those banners. So if you end up pulling non-standard or Unity from top to bottom, or any of those really good recollections, then on free tickets, and that's a massive dub, right? So that is a very good thing that the tickets do. They offer people a free chance to hop in and potentially get something that they need. Now, additionally, faster banners, while they suck and while it's crazy that they're releasing as many banners as they are, it adds to the credibility of the idea that I came up with the other day, where I shared it with you guys in a video, that we could potentially see The standard banner, which is going to be the banner here at the bottom that's always here, never goes away, and you can use tickets on it. We will see the standard banner updated sooner. Okay, and I said I think we see the standard banner updated around March or April. And people said, you know, some people agreed. Some people said you're crazy. And I think right about now, seeing that 6 banners are coming out this month, I think people are starting to come around and probably come to my side of view, because if they continue releasing things at the rate that they're releasing them, I think we see the standard banner probably updated around March or April, meaning that characters like Megami and Hollow Purple Gojo and Junpei and the Nobara that's probably about to release will all end up on this banner, and you'll have your chance to pull those characters then, right? So keep that in mind as well. Also, more banners means more events, and if more events are coming, that also means more cubes, right? So I've kind of already said that. That's a very good thing that we're getting more cubes and more events, more content to play in general. It's always a good thing to me when a game has content. So that's good. And then last but not least, we have been told that we will be giving cubes for what's called the Night Parade of 100 Demons. Like, guaranteed we're getting cubes then. They also hinted at getting cubes at other points besides that one night, but I can tell you at least for that one night, JP got this as well. You get 3,000 cubes minimum, okay? It could be more that JP gives out as compensation, or to be a little bit nicer, maybe they give 6,000, maybe they give 9,000. I don't know. It's not enough. It's probably never going to be enough realistically to make up for what has happened. But at the bare minimum, 3,000 free cubes. I still see any free, like a free multi, that's good. I'll take it. I would like a lot more. But, you know, on a positive note, hey, that is a free multi. I guess this could also be a negative though, because it's probably not going to be more than a multi. But just so much going on in the game right now. So many different things to consider. And honestly, where I'm at the end of the day, I would say I'm conflicted. I don't know if I'm happy or if I'm upset, because like, I'm happy that I get free pulls. They are free pulls regardless, right? But then I'm upset because there's nothing actually that I can use my tickets on that's worthwhile. I can't take those tickets and apply them towards summoning for Hollow Purple Gojo or Yuta, so that kind of sucks, right? There's goods and there's bads. So let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the video and the information and you enjoyed the channel, please consider going down there, hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the channel. Peace.